Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in and welcome to the Blockbuster weekend of entertainment. So I was looking at the releases happening over this weekend, not just in the movie theaters but also in OTT, and it just struck me that there was a lot of exciting content being released over the weekend, and hence Blockbuster weekend. Now I'm not listing every movie and TV series that's coming out, just the high profile or popular ones or the ones that I'm most excited about. So to start things off, here are the theatrical releases. Kuttavam Sikshayum, directed by Raji Ravi, starring Asif Ali and a host of other actors. This is actually based off a real incident. Now initially this movie was planned for 2021, but due to the pandemic this movie was postponed, and initially there were discussions about releasing on OTT, but the makers wanted to release it on movie theater. So yes, it's finally releasing and it's coming out on Friday. Now I'm not sure if I'll be watching this movie over the weekend, but it's definitely on my watch list. Raji Ravi is an extremely talented director, and this again is based off a real incident, so definitely a movie worth checking out. The next movie on my list is John Luther, an investigative thriller starring Jayasuriya, directed by debutant Abhijit Joseph. Now this movie was also mentioned in my top 10 most anticipated movies list as well. If you missed it, I'm going to place the link in the description below. Do check out my list. Finally, Top Gun Maverick, starring Hollywood legend, icon, superstar Tom Cruise, directed by Joseph Kosinski. Now this is the movie I'm most excited about because I've been waiting for this ever since they announced back in 2018, and then they finished the shooting, and then 2019 they came out with the first trailer and they said the movie will be coming out on 2020 April, or was it March? One of those months. I was really looking forward to it. Then the pandemic came along, the movie got delayed and postponed, and Tom Cruise and the producers, they were very particular about the fact that this movie need to be experienced in the movie theaters, so they held on to it in spite of the costs, and finally the movie is coming out May 26th today. I really wanted to see this movie today, but unfortunately due to personal reasons I couldn't go to the movie theater. However, I'll be watching it on Saturday, so yeah, so a little disappointed I couldn't watch it first day for sure, but yeah, definitely on Saturday I'll be watching it. What can I say about this movie? The reviews are out there, it's extremely positive, everyone's just praising the movie. Tom Cruise is returning to the role of Pete Maverick Mitchell after a period of 36 years. The first Top Gun movie came out in 1986. It's the movie that made Tom Cruise a global superstar. He was already a star. I think in 1983 there was a movie called Risky Business. That's the movie that made him a star. But that big superstar, the global superstar, the one that brings in the box office, all that, that came with Top Gun. So that's the big and there's a lot of quotable dialogues in this movie, iconic scenes, soundtrack again is amazing. I might do a review of Top Gun, the first part, before I go for the second part, just for people who haven't seen the movie. But yeah, this is definitely a movie I'm really looking forward to, have been looking forward to for over 2 years now. So definitely excited to see this movie in the movie theater. The producers described this movie as a love letter to aviation, because the way they've shot this movie, it's like they place the camera in the cockpit, so it's like you're there with the pilot experiencing what the pilot experiencing, and there's a lot of dogfight, that is fight between this super fast fighter jets, when they fight, the word is dogfight. So they've shot all of that with practical effects, mostly in camera. There's very little CGI used. So for all these reasons, it is truly a movie that needs to be experienced in the movie theater. Tom Cruise himself is someone who believes that the movie theater experience is very important. So that's one of the reasons why he held on to this movie for so long, and he wanted to release it in movie theaters. Needs to be experienced. In fact, everyone says it's been shot on IMAX, so better to experience in the movie in IMAX theaters. I guess I'm talking a lot. It's just a fan in me. I'm a big Tom Cruise fan. Love all his movies. Watched most of his movies. I think there are very few Tom Cruise movies I haven't seen. Because over the last decade or so, he kind of transitioned into an action star. But prior to that, he's done some remarkable work as an actor. Definitely go through it. My favorite Tom Cruise movie is Jerry Maguire. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's a romantic comedy along with feel-good drama. It's a mix of both, and it's one of the best movies I've seen in my life. I love this movie. I've seen it multiple number of times, and Tom Cruise is just perfect in the role of Jerry Maguire. So yeah, really looking forward to it. That's it for theater releases. Now let's look at the OTT releases. Let's start with the big daddy of them all, KGF Chapter 2. What can I say about this movie? The movie is a big blockbuster. If you missed it, I'm going to place the link to the review for KGF Chapter 2 in the description. I had a lot of fun with this movie. That's the first thing I want to talk about. I went to the movie theater with a friend of mine. It was a complete blast. This movie was again a movie theater experience. That's really the plus point of this movie. So I had a good time with it, and also it had an interesting story, music, action, the dialogues, the swag and attitude of Yash, the leading star of or the Rocky Bai of of the movie KGF. So there were a lot of elements to be enjoyed. I saw Chapter 1 on Prime just a few weeks before the release of Chapter 2. Somehow, for some reason, I missed this movie, and then Chapter 1, I just saw it randomly. And that was a really good movie, But Chapter 2 was something else, It was like, I don't know, what's the word for it? Adrenaline pumping, It was like, you watch this movie and you can't help but get excited. You can't help but clap. So much adrenaline in it, watching it. Goosebumps also, you got certain scenes. So, I had a lot of fun with it. I only saw it the one time in the movie theater. So it's been, I saw it back in April. So it's coming out on May 27th on Prime. Definitely going to watch it. Yeah, what can I say? I'm looking forward to watching it again for the second time. All the music, the emotions. Because I wanted to see this on HD. Didn't want to see any other kind of proper HD format on my big screen TV. Want to enjoy it, sit back and enjoy it. Obviously, it won't have the theater experience, but still, it's definitely worth it. Definitely a movie looking forward to. So KGF Chapter 2, bring it on. The next movie is Jana Gana Mana. Now, a little bit of a disclaimer. As of now, Netflix hasn't confirmed that the movie is coming out on May 27th. But earlier there were reports, there was information out there that the movie will be released on May 27th. And Netflix are the people who actually bought the OTT rights for the movie. But again, the date hasn't been confirmed. Hopefully it is going to come out on May 27th. Usually because with Malayalam releases, sometimes even though they announce a date, and sometimes it has happened, it comes out a few days after. For example, Kurup just appeared on, I think it was a Wednesday or a Tuesday or something. It just was released in the afternoon. I had no idea, but it just came out, and I just saw it on Netflix. Like, wait, Kurup has come out. So maybe it's going to be something like that. They haven't said anything. Maybe it's going to be released tomorrow, maybe not, or maybe it's going to be released next Monday or Tuesday. But the movie has done really well. If you missed it, I did a review for Jana Gana Mana. You can check for the link in the description below. One of the best socio-political thrillers in my opinion. So we're definitely going to check it out again for the second time. Also, when I went to the movie theater, my family couldn't join me for various reasons. So we'll be watching the movie together. They couldn't see the movie, so definitely we're going to be sitting back and watching this movie. So fingers crossed. Hopefully it's going to come out on May 27th. The next one is Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Disney Plus series, streaming from May 27th. Now, if you are not a Star Wars fan, obviously this won't mean much to you, but I am a Star Wars fan. So Obi-Wan Kenobi is kind of a sequel, or the story continues from the point where the prequel series ended. I'm talking about the Origin of Darth Vader, that prequel series, the movies, where it ended. From that point on, that's when, Obi-Wan Kenobi begins. So you saw in the third movie in the prequel series, Revenge of the Sith, where the Jedi has fallen, the Empire has taken over. Obi-Wan Kenobi then, for the safety of the children, separates Leia and Luke at birth, given to different sets of parents, and Obi-Wan Kenobi decides to stay close to Luke to watch over him in the desert. So we saw the trailer. If you missed it, I did a reaction video for the teaser for Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm going to place the link in the description below. Now, according to the trailer over there, we see that Obi-Wan Kenobi is still watching over Luke, but obviously, he doesn't get close to him, and there are people still hunting Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, Ewan McGregor, I think he did a great job as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Alec Guinness played the original character back in the the early Star Wars movie, and he just did the one movie, and he just said it's not a project that he was interested in continuing, so he did not come back for any other appearances after the first movie. movie. Then Ewan McGregor was cast in the prequel series. And I think he did a very good job with the character. And there was always talks about doing a movie, a solo movie based on Obi-Wan Kenobi, but never happened. Finally, we have a TV series happening. So definitely interested in the story. I probably won't start, the day it's released. I'll take a few days and, slowly get into it. But definitely a TV series that I'm looking forward to. Finally on my list is Stranger Things 4, a title I'm sure many of you are familiar with and many of you are going to be watching this weekend also. Stranger Things, it started off for me it was like a Famous Five. If you've read the book Famous Five, right? For me that was it. It was a nice cute little adventure with monsters from different dimensions, from the upside down, as they say. It was a lot of fun. It's scary, mysterious. It was a lot of fun for me from volume 1. Volume 2 and 3 was also good. I liked it. 3, I felt like they kind of ended it on a cliffhanger because yes, they completed the story, but 11 has lost her powers. Sheriff Hopper has disappeared. We don't know where he is. So volume 4, we're going to find out all of this, and it has been split into 2 parts. May 27th they released the first part. So the entire volume 4 series will comprise of 9 episodes, and on May 27th, the first part, when it's going to come out, it will have 7 episodes, and then 2 episodes, or part 2 is going to come out on July 1st. Smart move by Netflix. Some people, kind of renew their subscription for certain movies and series, So they did a smart thing wherein someone might renew their subscription for Stranger Things and they'll stay on for part 2 as well. Okay. The makers of the series, the Duffer Brothers, they said that probably season 5 will be the final season for Stranger Things. And I don't blame them. The kids are growing up, obviously. Most of them have become big stars, especially Millie Bobby Brown, playing the character of 11. She's become extremely popular and she's been casted in various roles, and she's done a bunch of movies also, the Godzilla movie. She's done Enola Holmes. Her popularity has certainly gone up. Definitely, these actors want to be free of the commitment they made for Stranger Things, and they made it a long time ago when they were 10, 12 years old, and now they are going, they're going to be adults. So obviously they want to be free of those commitments and pursue adult roles. Now, having said that, they probably, Duffer Brothers, since they have the opportunity to wind up the story they want to, they want to obviously go out to the bank and give it a completion to the story, right? It's not the ending of a season, it's the ending of the series in its entirety. So for that reason, I think Stranger Things 4 will kind of be in fact they teased that the beginning of the end. I think I saw it on Twitter or something. They teased that the beginning of the end. So I think Stranger Things 4 is definitely heading towards that ending, and 4 is kind of maybe the first half of the ending. That's the way I see it. Once that ending is done, then they'll probably go with season 5, might come out next year or something like that, and they will close it off. So that's it, guys. That's the blockbuster weekend of entertainment for me. A lot to watch. I don't think I'll get the time to watch everything, but glad that we all have so many options. So definitely going to check these movies out. Definitely going to watch Top Gun Maverick. That's at the top of my list. What's the movie or TV series that you're looking forward to? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to read them. As always, thank you for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up icon, and of course subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Bye.